This was found after a tsunami, and no one can believe what was discovered. We know that tsunamis are devastating natural phenomena that can completely transform entire landscapes. But what few people imagine is that after a tsunami, bizarre objects, or even creatures and civilizations are revealed. Are you curious to know what the bathers found? Join us and let's dive in. Number 14. Mysterious white powder on the beaches. In a surprising twist that sounds like something out of a thriller, some tsunami-hit locals have discovered something truly unexpected. Entire backpacks filled with illicit substances. Tsunamis have the impressive ability to move objects of all kinds, and drugs left behind on boats or hidden in remote locations can be swept away by these gigantic waves. The enormous force of the water can transport packages of illicit substances over unimaginable distances, transforming beaches into veritable areas of unusual finds. In some coastal regions, especially in Latin America and the Caribbean, finding packages of white powdery substances after natural events is not as uncommon as one might think. Fishermen, local residents, and cleanup crews often come across these unsolicited treasures, which quickly come to the attention of law enforcement. The origin of these packages often remains a mystery. They may be the remains of shipwrecked cargo, destroyed vessels, or traffic routes interrupted by natural phenomena. The tsunami acts as a random redistributor, moving objects and substances in completely unpredictable ways. Number 13. The traveling pier. Tsunamis can perform feats that seem like something out of a science fiction movie. In 2011, Japan was hit by a devastating tsunami that not only destroyed cities but also transported objects across thousands of miles of ocean. One such object was an entire pier, a 20-meter-long concrete and metal structure that traveled across the entire Pacific Ocean. The story of this pier is truly amazing. After the 2011 tsunami, the structure drifted for about a year, crossing an incredible distance until it was discovered on the coast of Oregon in the United States. Scientists were able to identify its origin through specific markings, confirming that it had indeed been washed up from Japan. What makes this story even more fascinating is the resilience of this object. An entire pier, designed to remain fixed, was completely ripped from its original location and transformed into a sort of ocean traveler. This example concretely demonstrates the enormous power of tsunamis, capable of moving gigantic structures as if they were simple toys. Number 12. The mysterious oarfish. In 2019, something truly strange began to happen off the coast of Japan. Dozens of oarfish, creatures normally found in deep ocean waters, began washing up on beaches completely unexpectedly. Scientists were intrigued by this unusual phenomenon. Oarfish are known to be rare organisms, usually found at extreme ocean depths. Their mass appearance on the Japanese coast caught the attention of experts, who began investigating possible connections with seismic activity. Interestingly, something similar had occurred in 2010, before the 2011 Tohoku earthquake. This discovery has raised fascinating questions about the relationship between the movements of certain marine species and geological events. Could this be a kind of natural warning mechanism? Could oarfish have some ability to sense seismic changes before they happen? Although there are no definitive answers, the phenomenon continues to intrigue marine scientists. I have a question for you. First, I'd like to tell you that it's possible to keep up with the biggest curiosities of our world every day. But for that, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So, have you subscribed yet? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Now that you've done that, let's go. Number 11. Civil War cannonballs. A treasure-hunting couple made an extraordinary historic discovery on Folly Beach in the southern United States. While exploring the beach after Hurricane Dorian, they found 2 cannonballs dating back to the Civil War era, completely unearthed by natural forces. Security protocol was immediately activated. Explosives experts were called in to assess the potential risk of these historical artifacts. Surprisingly, despite the time that had passed, the bullets could still pose a potential threat. After careful analysis, it was confirmed that the projectiles posed no immediate danger. The discovery not only revealed a fragment of American history, but also demonstrated how natural events can expose secrets buried for decades. Number 10. The unshakable mosque. Amidst the chaos of the 2004 tsunami, one structure remained intact, defying all expectations. A mosque remained standing, while everything around it was completely devastated. It became a stunning symbol of resilience and hope for a community that had been completely destroyed. More than 230 lives were lost in that disaster, with 170 people from the very site where the mosque once stood. Interestingly, That religious building became much more than a place of worship. It was now a beacon of recovery and renewal for all the survivors. For more than a decade, that mosque served as a point of reconstruction, memory, and resilience. Each stone seemed to tell a story of overcoming. Each wall held the testimony of a community that refused to be completely destroyed. Number 9. The Lost and Surviving Boat. Another incredible example of the power of tsunamis is the story of a Japanese high school boat. After the 2011 tsunami, this boat was completely displaced from its original location, beginning an unlikely ocean journey that would last for years. The boat not only survived extreme sea conditions, but managed to cross the entire Pacific Ocean. When it was found in 2013 off the coast of California, it was covered in barnacles, dirt, and the marks of an epic journey. Its arrival represented more than just a simple journey. It was a testament to the relentless force of nature. Throughout this period, the boat faced winds, currents, storms, and completely adverse conditions. Its mere existence upon reaching dry land was already a miracle, demonstrating an almost unbelievable resistance in the face of the most brutal natural forces. Number 8. Lost Roman City. A dedicated archaeologist had been searching for years for the remains of Neapolis, an important city of the Roman Empire. Even with accurate historical records, its exact location remained a seemingly insoluble mystery. Nature, however, decided to reveal the secret. An extraordinary storm uncovered fragments of the ancient city, providing the first concrete clue for researchers. Pieces of streets, structures, and architectural remains emerged, allowing the complete mapping of the historic site. The discovery not only satisfied scientific curiosity, but rewrote part of the understanding of that region of the Roman Empire. Each fragment revealed was like a page of a historical book finally being deciphered. Number 7. Lost Harley-Davidson motorcycle. In an extraordinary story that defies all odds, a 2004 Harley-Davidson motorcycle was driven thousands of miles after the 2011 tsunami in Japan. The capricious fate of this impressive machine took it from its original location to Canada, where it was discovered nearly intact inside a storage container. This motorcycle's journey represents more than just a displaced object. It symbolizes mechanical resilience in the face of devastating natural forces. When found, the Harley still retained characteristics that allowed it to be identified and traced back to its original owner in Japan. The most touching moment in this story came when Harley-Davidson, after locating the original owner, offered a new motorcycle as a replacement. Surprisingly, the owner graciously declined the gift, arguing that he did not want to be compensated when so many other people had lost everything. The motorcycle was later donated to a museum, becoming a symbol of hope and resilience in the face of the destruction caused by the tsunami. Number 6. 500-ton ghost boat. During the 2018 Indonesian tsunami, a ship captain had a surreal experience when his 500-ton vessel was completely dislodged. The first signs of disaster came when the boat began to drift toward the open sea, indicating an approaching earthquake. The force of the tsunami was so intense that it not only displaced the ship, but literally threw it against the shore, causing it to crash into local buildings. Even after the waters receded, the ship remained stranded, serving as a silent witness to the destructive power of nature. This incident dramatically illustrates how tsunamis can turn immense objects into instruments of destruction, moving gigantic structures as if they were fragile toys. Number 5. Hordes of starfish. In 2018, the UK witnessed one of the most dramatic and tragic marine events in recent history. Extreme weather conditions triggered a devastating phenomenon that completely transformed British beaches into a scene of mass death. When the waves receded, a bleak scene revealed itself. Hundreds of thousands of starfish lay lifeless along the shore. Each creature represented a story interrupted, an ecosystem completely altered by the brutal force of nature. Scientists were shocked by the scale of the destruction. This was not just a few dozen or hundreds of marine animals, but a mass death toll on a scale never before recorded. The scene looked more like a battlefield than a beach, with countless bodies of sea creatures strewn across the sand. Number 4. The mysterious white creature. In the devastating tsunami that hit Japan in 2011, something completely unexpected emerged amidst the chaos and destruction. A white creature washed up on the shore, leaving everyone perplexed and unable to understand its origin or nature. The locals were paralyzed by the object being that emerged from the depths of the sea. Marine fauna experts were called in to try to identify this intriguing entity. Speculations quickly multiplied. Could it be an unknown species of whale, a gigantic squid, or simply a rock formation that the tsunami debris had displaced? Preliminary analyses failed to definitively identify the nature of the element. Theories ranged from rare marine animals to possible unusual geological formations. The local scientific community was divided between the fascination and the mystery of the discovery. The context of the tsunami only made the mystery even more intense. With all the destruction around it, the white creature seemed completely surreal, as if it had emerged from another world. Its presence raised more questions than answers. The Japanese coastal region, known for its rich marine biodiversity, had never recorded anything like it. Marine biologists carried out expeditions to try to understand this unusual discovery, but without conclusive success. Number 3. The Lost City revealed. In 2005, a tsunami in India did much more than just destroy. By completely sweeping away a coastal region, this force of nature revealed an invaluable archaeological treasure. Rock structures with ancient murals emerged amidst the wreckage, exposing a civilization completely forgotten by time. Archaeologists quickly mobilized research teams to study this extraordinary site. Each stone, each fragment seemed to tell a story of civilizations that had been erased from human memory. The murals found presented intricate details about the life, culture, and possibly the rituals of these ancient people. The discovery was not only a window into the past, but a testament to how nature can paradoxically preserve memories while destroying contemporary landscapes. That city, silently buried for centuries, had been resurrected by the fury of a gigantic wave. Number 2. The mysterious giant float. In 2019, a surprising discovery was made on the beaches of Florida. A giant buoy of impressive size and weight appeared out of nowhere after 2 years of complete disappearance. Scientists were perplexed by this object that normally served as a reference for sailors. How could such a heavy, fixed structure be displaced? Theories ranged from small local tsunamis to extremely powerful ocean currents. No one could fully explain this extraordinary phenomenon. The scientific community remained puzzled. How could an object weighing tons simply disappear and reappear in a completely different location? The buoy became a true mystery of the oceans. Number 1. The lost Lego container in Cornwall. In 1997, a surprising event marked the history of Cornwall in the United Kingdom. A cargo ship called Tokyo Express was hit by a giant wave during a storm, causing 62 containers to fall into the sea, one of which contained approximately 4.8 million Lego pieces. The toy pieces began to wash up on Cornwall beaches over the following years, becoming a unique marine pollution phenomenon. Interestingly, many of these pieces were related to marine themes: small boats, underwater plants, and nautical elements. Local volunteers and environmentalists began a project to collect these toys, documenting each find. Some Lego pieces were found intact decades after the incident, demonstrating the incredible durability of these toys. How about finding out what biologist sailors found at the bottom of the ocean? Believe me, this creature you're seeing now is scary and bizarre. You'll want to see it. So click on this video now to check it out. Well, that's it, and until next time, curious one.